So I keep seeing a lot of people complaining that the new fishing mechanic in Palworld is really complicated, and I really have to disagree with that. I think if you're used to doing a lot of fishing in Stardew Valley, you'll find that it's actually quite easy. And I'm going to show you what I mean. Once you start, it might be a little confusing in the beginning, but once you kind of get the hang of the mechanic, it's really easy from there. It's super duper simple. And like I said, if you're used to doing a lot of fishing in Stardew Valley like I am, then it's going to be super easy for you to get the hang of it anyway. I'm also going to be showing you a few other new things that have been added since the Terraria update. One of which is this moon base, I think, because I don't recall this being here until the most recent update. This moon tower base or what have you. I really do not recommend going here also unless you are fully prepared, or else you might get clapped like instantaneously. As you can see, I did. But we're also going to check out some of the new missions that have been added. There's some super duper basic like beginner level missions, and if you've been playing Palworld for a while now, I highly recommend that you go ahead and start those missions. So I'm going to show you what I mean about that, and we're also going to take a little peek at the arena, which is really awesome. I'm not sure if it's always been here. I don't think so. I think this is all part of the update. So if it was here, someone let me know in the comments, because this is my first time checking it out. So we're going to look at all of that, and I'm just going to show you what I mean about the fishing part being super duper easy. Okay, so this is what I mean about like the super duper easy beginner level missions, and this is in the small settlement, um, pretty much like what Golden Hills. So this is in the beginning of the game. And if you've already been playing for a while, then you can easily, just backtrack here and you talk to this guy with the warrior outfit attire. And basically, if you've been collecting a lot of bounties, this is easy rewards and extra XP. Okay, so like I didn't actually have enough bounties to fully complete the mission for the little warrior dude or whatever, but I have filled out my Palpedia pretty well. So this was super duper easy. Literally just go to the small settlement in Golden Hills or what have you. I think I'm saying that right. If I'm not saying it right, someone correct me in the comments, okay? Anyway, go there, talk to this dude right here. He's in the little settlement, and basically, if you've got 100 pals in your Palpedia, again, easy rewards, easy XP, easy, super duper easy mission, and he does give out some pretty good rewards. I actually haven't used any of mine yet. I'm just keeping them so that way I can figure out, like what do I want to use them on. Well, I did use some of them, but the other better ones I'm holding on to so that way I can just kind of figure out what do I want to use them on. And as you can see, he gives out some pretty decent rewards. Like, this is some pretty good stuff. Get you a couple of extra technology points, a couple of potions that are going to help upgrade your pals and stuff. So like I said, I'm just going to kind of hang on to some of mine. I'm going to use a few, as you can see here, and then the rest I'm going to just hang on to them and kind of figure out what I want to do, who I want to use them on. Some of them are really good for just upgrading their skills, like their work speed and things of that nature. So you might want to actually just kind of take some time to figure out who do I want to use this on. And another really cool thing that you get for the Palpedia mission is a treasure map. So the treasure map is going to put like a little location on your overall map for you to go to, and you just dig it up, and it's really neat. It's just a nice little additional function that's been added to the game. Okay, so staying in the small settlement area, there's a beginner fishing spot, so you can get all of this accomplished in one go. And this is a great place to just kind of get your feet wet, no pun intended, to just see, if you like the fishing and how it works, and just get a feel for the mechanic. Like I said, I've seen people saying that this is difficult. I don't find it difficult, but I also do a lot of fishing in Stardew Valley. I play a lot of Stardew Valley. So it's, in my opinion, it's kind of not that different. I will say that I think the fishing mechanic in Stardew Valley is a little bit easier, because once you get the flow, it's really good. And then if you can remember the patterns of the fish, then, that's, but that's not here nor there. In this one, it's pretty much the same thing. You really just have to control the trigger button, and that's a little bit more tricky than, like I said, in Stardew Valley, because the trigger is like, I mean, it's like a trigger button, you know. But if you just keep the green bar within the area that the fish is in, which, I mean, it's the little yellow bar is so small, that should be relatively easy to do, right? That should be relatively easy to accomplish. Honestly, I think more so the issue, more than anything, is making sure that you actually aim your fishing rod in the right direction. Because if you don't, it's going to take longer for the fish to bite, or they might not bite at all. But again, it's fairly simple to master once you get the hang of it. So once you just kind of figure out, oh, okay, I need to be angled this way. I need to, you know, once you figure that out, super simple from there. And again, you know, just keeping the yellow bar inside the green, really easy. Okay, so we've got another fishing spot. I honestly kind of don't remember where this one was, but I don't know if this was necessarily intermediate. I'm going to go with not. But again, pretty easy once you get the hang of it, just keeping that yellow inside of the green. And so you really do have to kind of master your trigger button, and I guess hitting it at the precise moments that you need to. But again, it's super easy. It sounds more complicated than what it actually is. This part, the fishing from the ocean, so that way you can collect, what is it called? Coralium? This is the only way you can collect Coralium. And again, super easy once you get the hang of it. Now, I was kind of struggling in the beginning. I kept hitting my button a little early, thinking that, oh, I need to hit it a little early, like, you know, you do in some video games. Some games you don't actually have to time it precisely, but a little bit early. But with this one, no, you just need to hit it precisely when you should. As you can see, if you do that, you will be successful. And then from there, it's really easy. Once you get the mechanic down, it's super simple. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It might be super hard for some people if your reflexes aren't that good. I don't know, but I mean, I'm getting to be boomer age here, elder millennial, so I don't think my reflexes are that great. And again, once I got the hang of it, it was super duper easy. And here is the arena, which, like I said, I had not seen this location before, but this is super fun. So I believe this was all part of the new update. So if you have not checked this out, this is a little bit further out on one of the islands. If you just kind of, you know, swim out or fly further out into the ocean. And as you can see, there's a ton of different stuff that you can win. You just have to collect these prize tickets by participating in the arena. And if you've been playing Palworld for a while, the beginner levels are super easy. Again, all of this stuff is just really easy, especially if you've been playing for a while. Now, I'm not a hardcore player. I play when I have time, so I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm capable of just coming through into the arena and just, you know, clearing every level first go. No, not really. But as you can see, some of these beginner stages they're just, I mean, you can clear them in a matter of seconds. So like here in the arena, I didn't actually switch up my PAL team outside. There's a PAL box, so that way you can switch your PAL team. You can get, you know, better PALs that might be in your storage or what have you. You know, modify your team so that way they're better suited for whoever it is that you're about to go up against. I just used whoever I already had available. Some of those PALs were pretty decent. Some of them were, you know, still growing. And it was honestly a pretty good experience, as you can see. It was fairly easy, which is the overall theme. A lot of these things are fairly easy if you've already been playing Palworld for a while. At least everything that I've covered here in this video. So. And after this, I went on to play in the arena a little bit longer just to see, you know, how difficult it really was. And I did not go up to the level 60 arena stage, but up to 50, again, fairly easy if you've been playing for a while. So that's basically everything I wanted to cover today. If there's anything else cool that happens, I might do another video. So like and subscribe if you enjoyed this one.